here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, another Sabbath day, through the Spirit, about to bring out the truth, and just bring it out through the Spirit. Go ahead, bring out, read what you got.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 115.
Read.
Depart from me.
Do what?
Ye, depart from me.
Do what?
Depart from me.
Read.
Ye evildoers.
Read.
For I will keep the commandments of my God.
Read it one more time.
Psalms 119, 115. Depart from me. Ye evildoers. For I will keep the commandments of my God.
For I will keep the commandments of my God. The Most High said, depart from me, ye evildoers. Right? Because in this society, it's nothing but evil, sin, wickedness. Right? Everything is being done that's contrary to what the Lord say do, man. Right? Everything, man. You got homosexuality. You got bestiality. You understand? You got buying and selling on the Sabbath day. Right? You got guys, children out here roaming around to and fro, not knowing who they are. Right? You got the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans walking around calling themselves everything contrary to what God told them to be called. Right? We are the children of Israel. We are the chosen according to the Bible. Right? We're living in the last days. Right? The Lord said what?
Depart from me.
The Lord said, depart from me. Right?
Ye evildoers.
Ye evildoers, you sinners. The Lord said, depart from me. Right? That's why in that great and terrible day, the Lord going to say, I have never known you. Right? Because you have been a sinner. Right? You have partaken of her plagues. You understand? You have done everything contrary to what I told you to do. Right? From the foundation thereof. You understand? When Moses gave the laws on Mount Sinai, right? You were complaining. You didn't want to do them. You understand? Even today, when you meet the prophets and they tell you, hey, stop sinning. These are the laws. These are the statutes. These are the commandments. Right? You say, no. Buck up against the truth. You don't want to do it. But the Lord say,
depart from me, ye evildoers.
Depart from me, you evildoers, you sinners. Depart from me. You understand? Depart from me. Read.
For I will keep the commandments of my God.
For I will keep the commandments of my God. You understand? You're supposed to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? Heaven and earth is still here. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? Keep those things that are good. Right? The first things. Right? These are the things you're supposed to be meditating your mind on. These are the things that's supposed to be having you in order. Right? These are the things that you're supposed to be doing, man. But this society teaches you and tells you to do everything contrary to what the Most High God told you to do. Right? One more time, what the Lord say?
Depart from me, ye evildoers.
Depart from me, you evildoers. Read.
For I will keep the commandments of my God.
For I will keep the commandments of my God. Right? Talking to the nation of Israel. Keep the commandments, because these other nations are not going to keep the commandments. You understand? The so-called white man is not going to keep the commandments, laws, statutes, and commandments of God. That's why they teach you everything contrary to the Most High God. You understand? These so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the children of Israel. You understand? What the Lord say?
Depart from me, ye evildoers.
Read.
For I will keep the commandments of my God.
Read.
Uphold me according to thy word.
Right.
That I may live.
That you may what?
Live.
That you may live, man. Right? That's why the Lord say keep the commandments and live, man. You're supposed to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, right? This is the breath of life, right? This is what's going to get you to the kingdom of heaven. This is what's going to get you to eternal life, right? The works, these are the works, along with the faith in the Messiah, right? Who the world entered because Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, right? He said, do what?
Uphold me according to thy word.
And do what?
That I may live.
That you may live. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments that you may live, man. That's why the Lord said, go to the book of Joshua, chapter 24. Go to Joshua. Book of Joshua, chapter 24, verse 15. Joshua 24 and 15. Right? You're supposed to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why the Lord said, depart from me, you evildoers, man. Right? You people in iniquity. You understand? That's why the Lord said that. Depart from me, you evildoers. Right? Click on that sword. 24 and 15. 24 and 15. What the Lord say? Read that. Read what you
Joshua
got.
chapter 24, verse 15.
Read.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Most High God, read.
Choose you this day.
Choose ye this day. Read.
Whom ye will serve.
Who you going to serve, man? Are you going to serve money? Right? Are you going to serve the so-called white man in his wicked society, in his wicked kingdom? Right? With that do as thou wilt spirit, right? With that come as you are Christianity spirit, right? That's what the Lord said. Choose you this day whom you shall serve, right? This is the foundation. You understand? This is the foundation, the law, statutes, and commandments, right? These are the things which are good, right? You can't just have faith and think you're going to get into the kingdom of heaven, right? You got to have the works. You understand? That's why the Lord said, depart from me, you evildoer, right? Read what Joshua say, read.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord.
And if it seems evil to you, right? Hey, man, I don't know about them. I can't put that pork down, man, right? Hey, I don't want to throw no fringes on, man. That look whack. That look tacky, right? Hey, man, I don't Saturday, man, I want to go to the football game, man. I want to play the video game all day, man, right? I want to do my own lust, my own thing, right? What the Lord say?
Choose you this day whom ye will serve.
The Lord said, choose ye this day. This day, man. Tomorrow is not promised, man. The Most High can take you away from here tomorrow, man. Right?
That's right.
The Most High can take you away from tomorrow, man. That's why the Lord said, choose ye this day whom you may serve, man. A lot of you think, well, hey, I don't know about this Hebrew Israelite stuff, man. I don't see nothing happening. The Lord, man, people been saying the Lord gonna come back for hundreds of years, right? I don't know, man. My great grandma was saying that, right? We living in the last days. They don't see what's going on. They don't see the prophecies occurring right now, right? So what the Lord say?
Choose you this day,
right?
Whom you will serve.
Choose ye this day whom you will serve, man. Are you going to serve the Most High in spirit and truth, right? Because that's what he said. Serve the Most High God in spirit and in truth, right? What is the truth? Hold what you got. Give me Psalms 119, verse 142. In spirit and in truth. Right? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the children of Israel. You understand? We are the chosen children of God. Right? We got to come out of this world, come out of this society, and keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Because America is about to be destroyed.
That's right.
You understand? The so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native American man, we are the chosen children. You understand? We can't be out here walking around buying and selling on the Sabbath day, man.
That's right.
Right? Read what you got.
Psalms 119, verse 142.
Read.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Right, read.
And thy law is
and
the
thy
truth.
What?
Thy law.
And thy what?
Law.
Is what?
The truth.
The law is the truth, man. Go back to what you was holding. Go back to what you was holding, man. Because we're supposed to worship the Most High God in spirit and in truth, man. And the laws is the truth, man. That's why Joshua said that. Read what you got.
Joshua chapter 24, verse 15.
Read.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, read.
Choose you this day whom you will serve.
Choose you this day who you will serve, man. Because this is a facade, man. This is about to be taken away, man, by terminal nuclear destruction. This is about to be taken away by fire and brimstone, man, right? So this is your grace period for you to get it right? So you will not be partakers of her plagues, man, right? The Lord said, choose ye this day who you will serve, man. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, woman, boy, girl, and child. Choose ye this day whom you will serve, man, right? You so-called black people, y'all need to wake up to y'all nationality and y'all heritage, man. Right?
That's right.
The Most High God separated you. He severed you from all the other nations, man. He chose you from the foundation thereof to be his chosen people. You understand? So you need to come out of this this world, this society, man. You need to come out of all of these wicked, abominable things that society tells you can do, man. You got to, man. It's imperative that you wake up to your nationality and your heritage, man, and come back to the laws of the Most High God, man. Right? Read that again from the top.
Psalm chapter, Joshua chapter 24, verse 15.
Read.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord,
right,
choose you this day,
right,
whom you will serve.
Read.
Whether the gods which your father served,
right,
that were on the other side of the flood,
but that were on the other side of the flood. Read.
Or the gods of the Amorites,
right,
in whose land ye dwell,
right.
But as for me and my house,
right. So the ones that your fathers was doing, the reason why we got put in this position, right? They were serving other guys, man. You understand? They were serving other guys, man, through different captivity, time and time again. The Lord kept putting us through the same thing. The same thing kept happening, man. And what was y'all doing? Y'all was being wicked, man. Y'all was serving these other guys. Y'all was forming to the philosophies of these other nations. Y'all was being wicked, man. And y'all was going off.
That's right.
And that's why we had to go through many captivities, man. Many captivities. What the Lord say? Start up a little bit. Choose you this day.
Choose you this day whom you will serve.
Read.
Whether the gods which your father served,
read,
that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites.
The gods of the who?
Amorites.
The gods of these other nations, man. You're not supposed to be serving these other gods, man. Right? The Most High God has chose you to be a special people above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. Right? You're supposed to worship him in the spirit and in truth, man. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the children of Israel.
That's right.
You understand? We are the Israelites according to the Bible. We're not black, right? We're not African American. We're not Indians. You understand? We're not Dominicans. We're not any of these byword names that your enemy put on you. We are the children of Israel. And we're living in the last days. We got to repent and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments for America be destroyed.
That's right.
Right? Because the Lord is coming back with fire. Right? A lot of people think the Lord coming back with kisses and hugs. No. The Lord is coming back with fire, man. He's coming back to destroy this place. He's coming back to destroy these Edomites. Right? Idumea. Esau. You understand? Read what you got.
And Salakia. And if it seemed evil unto you to
Hold
serve.
on, Salakia. And the Lord is coming back to destroy 2/3 of you wicked Israelites, man, who not going to wake up and come to your nationality and your heritage, man. He's coming back to destroy you too, man. Not just his enemies. Well, you're going to be his enemy too if you don't want to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, right, of the Most High God. But the point of the matter is the Most High is going to destroy everybody who's taking, who's being partakers of the sins of the society, man, right? Not just the other nations, not just the so-called white man, the Arab man, Elam, the Moabites, the Chinese, right? The Japanese, the African man, right? He gonna destroy you Israelites too, man, right? Read what you got.
And if it seemed evil unto you.
And if it seemed evil unto you, man, right? If it seemed like, man, that's too, I don't want to keep them commandments, man. All right, man, we done with the fringes. We done with all that, man. Now, I don't want to do that, right? I want to do my own thing. I want to go to church on Sundays, right? I want to sing in the praise and worship team, and that's my way of serving the Most High God. No, man. That's not what the Lord requires of you, man. The Lord requires of you to keep the law, statutes, and commandments and worship him in spirit and in truth, man.
That's right.
That's what the Lord God requires of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
And if it seems, Joshua chapter 24, verse 15.
Right.
And if it seemed evil unto you.
And if it seemed evil unto you, read.
To serve the Lord.
If it's too hard for you to serve the Lord, read.
Choose you this day.
Choose ye this day, man. Choose you this day, man. You got right now to choose who you gonna serve, man. Right? You got the right to choose who you don't got the right to do it, right? But the Lord is giving you an option, right? You choosing life or you choosing death. You understand? You choosing eternal life, right? Or you choosing damnation, man. Right? That's what you choosing. That's what you choosing, man. Right? Read.
Choose you this day whom you will serve.
Read.
Whether the gods which your father served.
Read.
That were on the other side of the flood.
Right.
Or the gods of the Amorites.
You either gonna choose the God of the Bible, right? Or you gonna choose the God of these other nations, man. That's why the Lord said he's a jealous God, man. Do not have no other gods before me, man. That's in the 10 Commandments. You understand? The Most High God is a jealous God, man. He said, don't have no other gods before me, man. Either serve me or you can serve whoever, man. These other gods of these other nations. Read.
In whose land ye dwell.
Right.
But as for me and my house.
As for who?
Me and my house.
As for me and my house, man. As for me and my house. You Israelites who gonna repent and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, come back to your nationality, your heritage as Israelites, right? You not black. You understand? As Israelites, man. Yasharallah, the chosen vessel, the chosen people, the kings, the queens, the princes, and the princesses, right? The priests. You understand? Who the Lord has chosen from the foundation thereof to be judges of this earth, man. And to be judges of the other nations. Right? Read.
But as for me and my house.
As for me and my house, read.
We will serve the Lord.
We will serve who?
The Lord.
We will serve who?
The Lord.
We're going to serve Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shabbat Rakatham, man. Right? We're going to serve the Lord, man, in spirit and in truth. Right? By having the faith and the works, man. Because why? Faith without works is dead. You understand? These are your works, man. The law, statutes, and commandments. These are the things which are good, man, because America is about to be destroyed, man. And you don't want to be partaker of her plagues, man. Give me Isaiah 9. The book of Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. The book of Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. Right? You can drop Joshua. The book of Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. Right? These people don't know what's going on, man. They don't know what's going on, man. Read.
The book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5.
Read.
For every battle of the warrior.
For what?
Every battle of the warrior.
Read.
is with confused noise.
Is with what?
Confused noise.
Read.
And garments rolled in blood.
And what?
Garments rolled in blood.
And garments rolled in blood, man. That's why it says in the book of Genesis that that Christ, his robe is going to be drenched in blood, man. Because he's coming back with a sword, man. He's not coming back with no kisses and no hugs, man. This is going to be destroyed by fire, man. Who you think is doing that, man? The Most High God. You understand? He's sending his son, Yahushua. You understand? To come destroy the enemies of Israel and destroy you wicked Israelites, man. Right? This is how we're going to be purified, man, by fire. Read.
For every, Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5.
Read.
For every battle of the warrior is confused noise.
Read.
And garments rolled in blood.
Read.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
It shall be with what?
With burning and fuel of fire.
It shall be with burning, man, and fuel of fire, man. This whole place is going to be destroyed by intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Intercontinental ballistic ICBM missiles, man. You understand? And by the fires of the Most High God's chariots, man. It shall be destroyed with fire, man. Right? And who's going to be doing this, man? The Most High God is going to do this, man. Read what you got. 5.
For every battle, I was going to start at 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 4. For thou hast broken the yoke of his burden, and the staff of his shoulder,
Read.
the rod of his oppressor,
Right.
as in the day of Midian.
Right. Read.
For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise,
Read.
and garments rolled in blood.
Right.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
This one is going to be burning and fuel of fire. Give me Revelation chapter 16 and verse 11. Revelation chapter 16 and verse 11. This is going to be destroyed by thermal nuclear destruction, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. It's going to destroy this place, man. Right? That's why these other nations, like Korea and China, you understand, they're already practicing their missiles, man, to come throw over here. You understand? The Lord is putting that spirit on these other nations to do that, man. Right? Read what you got.
You said 11.
Yep, 16 and 11. Read.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 11. And blasphemy the
Uh-huh.
God of heaven,
Right?
because of their planes
Read.
and their swords, and repented not of their deeds.
And they repented not of their deeds, right? America hasn't repented for the things that it has done to the children of Israel, right? America has not repented for what they have done to the so-called black man, right? By putting them on via Atlantic slave trade and selling them over here, rape, robbing, and castrating them. You understand? America has not repented for taking this land from the so-called indigenous Indians of this land, man. It has not repented from that, man. It has not repented for the millions of so-called Indians that they killed, man, and that they tricked in taking this land. It has not repented for that, man, and it hasn't paid for that, man. This kingdom is still standing. You understand? This is the most powerful kingdom in this so-called world, man. That's why these other nations are coming up against this so-called society, and they threatening this society with missiles, man. And they are going to be intercontinental ballistic missiles, man.
That's
going
right.
to destroy this land, right? What the Lord say? Read.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 11. And blasphemy the God of heaven, because of their pains.
They blasphemy the God of heaven, man. Read.
And their swords.
And their swords, read.
Swords. And repented not.
And they repented not by the sword, man. Right? They repented not for the killing, rape, robbing, and castrating of the Israelites, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. America has not repented for those things, man. Right? Read.
Repented not of their deeds.
Right?
And this is verse 12.
Yep, keep going.
And the sixth angel poured out his veil upon the great river. And Euphrates. And water thereof was dried up.
And the water thereof was dried up. Read.
That the way of the kings of the east.
That's a lot. You can get on Google. You can get on your phones right now and Google River Euphrates, right? And you're going to see that river is dried up. It's about dried up. It's about that time, man. It's about that time for the Most High to come back and destroy this place, man. Right? Read that again, verse 12.
And the sixth angel poured out his veil.
And the sixth angel poured out his veil. Read.
Upon the great river of Euphrates.
And upon the great river of River Euphrates. Read.
And the water thereof was dried up.
And the water thereof was dried up. Get on your phone, get on your laptop, get on your computer, look up, Google River Euphrates right now, and it's about dried up, man. It's about that time, man, right? It's about that time. Nobody knows when the Most High is coming. Nobody knows when the Most High is coming, but the Lord deals with similitudes. He deals with prophecies, right? He deals with ways to show his people when he's coming back, right? And the Lord shall not do nothing but reveal his secrets to his servants, the prophets, first, right? So his prophets have to come out here and declare the judgment and reveal the secrets first, right? Before the Lord moves, man. And the Most High is doing this, man. We not out here for our own will, man, right? Read that again, verse 12.
And the sixth angel, Revelation chapter 16, verse 12.
Right.
And the sixth angel poured out his veil upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up.
And the water thereof was dried up. Read.
That the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
That the way of the who?
Kings of the east.
The kings of the east, right? Read.
Might be prepared.
Uh-huh.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits.
And I saw 3 unclean spirits, man. Who the king of the east, man? That's these so-called other nations, man, that's about to come over here and blow this kingdom up, man. They about to send them missiles, them thermonuclear destruction missiles to come blow up America, man. Right? Read that again, man. Verse 12. That's a beautiful scripture, man.
And the sixth angel poured out his veil.
And the sixth angel poured out his veil. Read.
Upon the great river of Euphrates. And the water thereof was dried up.
And the water thereof was dried up. You can Google your phone right now and type in River Euphrates. And you're going to see that river is almost dried up. What does that mean? That means that the Most High God, the Son of Man, is almost coming back for his return, man. Right? And he about to come blow this place up, man. These so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the children of Israel, man. Right? So-called black women, you are a chosen people, man. You understand? The Most High chose you from the foundation thereof, man. That's supposed to be doing your own pleasures on this day. Right? Read that again.
And the sixth angel poured out his veil upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up.
Read.
That the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of false prophets.
And out of the mouth of false prophets, man. Y'all gotta wake up, come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Come out of these wicked lies, man, that this philosophy has given you, man. Go to the book of 2 Peter 3 and 10. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10, man.
This book,
right?
Book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10.
Read.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
The day of the what?
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
The day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, man. Just like we said earlier, man, the Lord deals with prophecies, similitudes, you understand? That's how the Lord deals, man. You understand? And the Lord shall not do nothing but reveal his secrets to his servants, the prophets, first. Then the Lord is going to move, man. So his prophets come out here and reveal the secrets of the Most High God, condemn these other nations, teach the children of Israel that they are the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Tell the so-called white man that he's going into slavery according to the Bible, you understand, for the iniquities and the sins of his forefathers. You understand? That's what's going to happen to the so-called white man. You're not white. Your name is Esau. You're red according to the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? So his servants, the prophets, come out here and tell, thus saith the Lord, out of the scriptures. You understand? Read what you got. 2 Peter.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10.
Read.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
The day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows the time nor the hour, man. If a thief came in your house, you was totally unprepared, right? You didn't know. He just came in. It was shocking. It was shocking. It's going to be a great boom. It's boom. You understand? It's going to be shocking. Nobody's going to know the time nor the hour. Read that again.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Read.
In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
The heavens shall pass away with a great noise, right? What does that mean? The heavens shall pass away with the great noise. They're talking about the heavens that the Most High God is passing away. No, man. That's talking about these kingdoms and these rulerships that are placed here on this land, man. They're going to pass away with a great noise. What's that great noise? Fire, brimstone, right? That's how it's going to be destroyed, man. That's how it's going to be destroyed. The heavens that are here are going to be destroyed, and they're going to pass away. America is going to pass away. These other kingdoms, these other nations, they're going to pass away, right? Read that again.
But in the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
The day of the Lord is going to come into as a thief in the night, and this society will be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. You understand? By Kim Jong-un, Korea is going to destroy this land. And you so-called white people got to go into slavery for the iniquities that y'all have done. You understand? Read.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
As a thief in the night. Read.
In which the heavens shall pass away.
Right.
With a great noise.
And the heavens are going to pass away, right? Because this is the so-called white man's heaven. You understand? This is the so-called white man's heaven, man. That's why they own everything, man. They own everything. Anything you want, that's why the Lord said it in the curses. You got to go to your enemies to get them, right? If y'all do not keep my commandments, you're going to have to go to your enemies to get them. This is the so-called white man's heaven, man. Right? When they came over here and took the so-called Native Americans' land, right? This became their heaven, right? This became their heaven. They made their own rules and regulations and governments, right? This is their heaven, right? What the Lord said about their heaven?
And the elements shall melt.
And the elements shall melt, man. Read.
With fervent heat.
With what?
Fervent heat.
With what?
Fervent heat.
With fervent heat, man. Read.
The earth also and the works therein shall be burned up.
Shall be burned up. Give me Malachi 4 and verse 1. It shall be burnt up, man, by thermonuclear destruction, man. By thermonuclear destruction, man. No more water, fire next time, right? And that what they say in the Christian church? No more water, fire next time, right? It's going to be fire, man. It's going to be fire, hot fire. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, man, right? In the fire of the chariots. Right, read what you got.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 1.
Read.
For behold, the day coming.
For behold what?
The day coming.
For behold what?
The day coming.
For behold, the day is coming. If you didn't know, the day is coming. Read.
That shall burn as an oven.
That shall burn as an oven. Did you know that, sister? The day coming that it shall burn as an oven. Right? If you a so-called black woman, we are Israelites according to the Bible. We not black. You understand? Read.
For behold, the day cometh.
The day cometh, read.
That shall burn as an oven.
That shall burn as an oven. What did the last scripture say? With fire, man. Right, read.
As an oven. And
as
all the proud.
And all the who?
Proud.
All the who?
Proud.
All the proud, man. Read.
Ye.
Ye what? Come out here, brothers. Y'all come out here. That's Mike. That's Mike. That's
in the car.
Yeah, read. That's
And all that do wickedly.
And all that do what?
Wickedly.
And all that do wickedly, man. Right? All that do wickedly, read.
Shall be stubble.
Shall be stubble, man. Right? And who's the wicked according to the Bible? The so-called white man. Right? And all the wicked shall be stubble. That's why the Lord said 2/3 of Israel will get destroyed. These other nations, right? And the so-called white man, they will be destroyed, man. By the Most High God. His fire and his chariots, man.
Mike Bread.
No, that was Mike.
Oh, Michael Boom.
Yeah, that was Mike Boom. That was Mike Boom. Read that from the top.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh. That shall burn as an oven.
That shall burn as an oven. Read.
And all the proud ye. And all that do wickedly.
And all that do what?
Wickedly.
And all that do wickedly, man. Right? All that do wickedly, man. Nobody is more wicked than the so-called white man. Right? Read that again from the top.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 1.
Right, read that. Read from the top. Read. Loud.
For behold, the day cometh.
What?
That shall burn as an oven.
The day coming, it's going to burn like an oven. Read.
And all the proud ye. All that do wickedly.
All that do wickedly, man. Read.
Shall be stubble.
Shall be stubble, man. Read.
And the day that cometh. Shall burn them up.
And the day coming, it's going to burn them up, right? Did you know that, brother? Right? Read that again. Did you know that, brother? That the Lord is coming back real soon?
For behold, the day cometh. That shall burn as an oven.
The day coming, it's going to burn like an oven, right? Read.
And all the proud ye.
And all the proud. We are the Israelites according to the Bible, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are the chosen children. You understand? We got to come out of the society and keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? And our people, they don't want to hear that, man. They stiff that. You understand? They want to do their own thing, man. They want to come as you are, man. They got that come as you are spirit, man. They got that I'm just a sinner spirit, man. Right? No, man. The Lord said keep the commandments and live, man. Right? You don't have to remain in your sins, man. Right? That's why the Lord gave you mercy, man, so that you can wake up to your nationality and stop sinning, man. Right? That's what the Most High God sent his son for, man. So that you won't have to remain a sinner. You understand? Read that one more time. Baba Kishore.
For behold, the day cometh
Uh-huh.
that shall burn as an oven.
The day gonna come that shall burn as an oven, man. The Lord is not come to send peace on the earth, man. Right? He's coming to send he's coming with he's a man of war, right? And he's coming with a sword, man. Right? Read that.
Behold, for the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
That shall burn as an oven. Read.
And all the proud ye, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble.
Give me Exodus 15 and 3. Exodus 15 and 3, man. Just no precept. Give me Exodus 15 and 3. Right. Hold that forward, Malachi 4 and 1. Let's go to
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3.
Read.
The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is what?
A man of war.
The Lord is what?
A man of war.
So the Most High God, the Lord, man, he's a man of war. Right? He's not coming back to send peace on this earth. You understand? He's coming back to kill his enemies. You understand? The so-called white man and all the other nations. Elam, right? The Moabites. You understand? The Amorites. You understand? The Lord is coming back to kill his enemies, man. You understand? That's what's going to happen. Right? Read that again.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3.
Read.
The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is what?
A man of war.
The Lord is what?
A man of war.
The Lord is a man of war. You understand? Read.
The Lord is his name.
And Yahweh is his name, right? Drop that and go back to Malachi.
Malachi chapter 4.
Yep, chapter 4, verse 1.
For behold, the day coming that shall burn as an oven.
The day is going to come and it's going to burn like an oven, man. Read.
And all the proud ye, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Shall be what?
Stubble.
Stubble in that day, man. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 5. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 18, verse 5. Wisdom of Solomon 18, verse 5.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 5. And when they had determined to slay the babes, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 15. Thy almighty word leaped down from heaven.
Now what?
Thy almighty word leaped down from heaven.
Read.
Out of thy royal throne. As a fierce man of war.
As a what?
Fierce man of war.
As a what?
Fierce man of war.
As a fierce man of war, man. Right? Even his son, who was made in the image of the Most High, you understand? Who is the walking embodiment of his father. You understand? They said that he is an austere man. You understand? He ain't no nice guy. You understand? Even the apostles, man, they was scared to ask him a question. He was like, hey, you ask him something. He was like, nah, I ain't gonna you ask him. Right? He was a fierce man. You understand? He was an austere man. You understand? He spoke with fierce countenance. You understand? His word was without guile. Right? When he said something, he meant it. Right? He spoke really sharp. You understand? He spoke stern. Right? He was an austere man. You understand? Right? Read that again.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 15. Thy almighty word leaped down from heaven. Out of the royal throne.
Right? What it say?
As a fierce man of war.
As a what?
Fierce man of war.
Read.
Into the midst of the land of destruction.
It's the midst of the land of destruction, man. And this land is fitted for destruction, man. Right? This land is fitted for destruction. Come out here and hear the words of God, sister. Go park your car, come hear the words of God. Right? One more time.
Thy almighty word leaped down from heaven.
Right?
Out of the royal throne.
Out of the royal throne. Read.
As a fierce man of war.
As a fierce man of war. You understand? Read.
Into the midst of the land of destruction.
Into the midst of the land of destruction, man. Who you think giveth and taketh life? The Most High God, man. You understand? He's the one who kills and gives life, man. Right? The Most High God does all these things, man. He does all these things. Give me Psalms 149 and 8. 149 and 8. Matter of fact, start at verse 6. 149 and 6. 149 and 6.
The book of Psalms, chapter 149, verse 6.
Bro, let me see if that's what I want. Psalm 149.
Two-edged sword.
Yeah. That's what I want. Bring that out.
Psalms 149, verse 6.
Read.
Let the high praises of God be in their mouth.
The high praises of the Most High God be in their mouth. Read.
And a two-edged sword.
Right. This is talking about the children of Israel. This is talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Like the high praises be in your mouth, man. The high praises should be in your mouth in these last days, man. You should be calling upon the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man. Yahweh is the name of the Father, right? Meaning he is or he exists, right? And the Son's name is Yahweh Shah, meaning he shall deliver or he saves. You understand? That's the name of the Lord and his Son, right? In these last days, you should be calling upon the name of the Lord to deliver you from your enemies, man, right? You should be calling upon the name of the Lord to deliver you from your enemies, man, right? The ones who raped, robbed, and murdered you, man, right? The ones who sold you into captivity, the ones who stole you, right? The ones who put you into captivity, the ones who castrated you. You understand? That's who we should be calling upon the name of the Lord in these last days, man, because we want to be freed from the hand of our enemies, man, right? We want to be free from the so-called white man. We want to be free from the so-called Arab man.
That's
from
right.
the so-called African man, right? We want to be free from all these wicked people who's governing over us, who the Most High God created us to be governors and rulers over them, man, right? And we want our heritage back, you understand? And we're going to get that through the Spirit, you understand? By Hashem Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, you understand? Read that again.
Psalms chapter 149, verse 6.
Read.
Let the high praises of God be in their mouth. And a two-edged sword.
And a what?
Two-edged sword.
And a two-edged sword. Read.
In their hand. In
their hand, man. A two-edged sword is going to be in our hand, man. Give me Isaiah 66 and 16. Isaiah 66 and 16, man. We're going to have a two-edged sword in our hand, cutting down our enemies, man. Right? When the Most High God tell us to do so. Right? Before you get that, get Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Right? Time for love. Time for peace.
Chapter
time
3.
for war. Yep.
Chapter 3, verse 3. Time to kill.
Yep, read that.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 3.
Read.
A time to kill.
A time to what?
Kill.
Read.
And a time to heal.
And a time to heal, man. It's almost that time to kill, man. It's almost that time for the Most High God to put the Spirit on us to kill our enemies, man. Right? And who are our enemies? The so-called red man. The Edomites, according to the Bible. Esau. Right? The so-called white man. That's our enemies. You understand? And that's the Most High God's enemies. You understand? Right? A time to what?
A time to kill.
A time to kill, man. Right? That's what it's talking about. The Most High God is going to give us the power, you understand, to override our enemies, man. Did you know that? So-called black man? All the time. What's your nationality, brother?
Original black man.
Original black man. Come talk to us for a second, brother.
I'm on the move
Hey,
right
black
now.
is just the color, brother.
No, I understand, but I'm on the move right now.
Hey, we Israelites according to the Bible, brother. Right? God's chosen
I fully
people.
understand,
We're not black. You understand? Just like so-called white man is not white. Nobody's black or white. You understand?
No, I understand. I'm not a crayon man.
Exactly.
So I got you.
Right, so the Most High God created 18 nations of people, right? If you were so-called black man, you would be an Israelite according to the Bible.
No, I
right?
understand.
The so-called white man, they would be Edomites according to the Bible.
No, I understand. I done read it cover to cover, brother. So y'all know y'all mission now. When I see y'all out from New York to Chicago, Chicago to LA, I just bless up. That's all I say. Bless up to the Most High. I know I'm not a crayon man. I just say it. Nobody's a crayon.
All praise. The Most High God is requiring something of you, brother. It is not by mistaking that you run into the so-called Israelites teaching the truth on the corners, brother. The Most High God is calling you, brother.
My father knew some of the original ones. So I'm 43 years old. I've been blessed to read all the cover to cover, the pocket for all of them. And so when I see y'all, I just bless up. That's it. But y'all have a good one, man.
All praise.
All the time.
Read what you got. What was the word you got?
Yes.
Read.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 3.
Read.
A time to kill and a time to heal.
A time to kill and a time to heal, man. Right? A time to kill and a time to heal. And it's almost that time. And it's almost time for us to heal. Because the Lord is going to replenish us, man, through our hard bondage, man. Right? The Lord is going to, it's going to be a time of refreshing. It's going to be a time where we're going to be refreshed in the kingdom of heaven, right? Where we're not going to have to be workers, you understand? But we're going to be the prince and the princesses governing this earth, man. Right? Govern this earth, right? That's what time is going to be, right? Go back to
Isaiah 66.
and 16.
Look at Isaiah chapter 66, verse 16.
Read.
For by fire,
For what?
by fire,
Read.
and by his sword,
By his sword, read.
would the Lord plead with all flesh.
Would the Lord plead with all flesh, man. We need that fire and that sword, man, for us to replenish this earth, man. We can't wait for that day, man. We can't wait for that fire and that sword, man. Right? We cannot wait for that fire and that sword, man, because this is a wicked kingdom, man. This is a wicked society, man. And the so-called white man has imputed all his sins upon all the other nations, man.
That's right.
He got Jake going off. He got the Israelite woman thinking that she God. You understand? He got the Israelite woman thinking that she got rulership and power over the man, right? Serving authority over the man. You understand? The white man in his Catholicism got our women thinking that they can be pastors. You understand? Thinking that they can tell thus saith the Lord over men. You understand? Right? Now we do understand that the Most High God has called women to prophesy. You understand? But it's an order to things, man. It's an order to things. Women are not to serve authority over the men, right? It's nowhere in the scriptures where a woman had authority over the men, right? And if it was, the one account that it was, the lady got she got cursed with leprosy, man, right? She got cursed with leprosy, man, in the book of Genesis, and she was the only one. The Most High God didn't punish Aaron for that, right? He punished her. You understand? Read that again.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 16.
Read.
For by fire, by his sword, would the Lord plead with all flesh.
The Lord is going to plead his flesh. He's going to plead by all flesh by the fire and the sword, man. And the Most High God is putting the spirit on these other nations, man, to create these different missiles, right? And the movies also, right? It's a warning. They keep warning the people through these movies, right, that this place will be destroyed. You understand? That's what's going to happen, right? Read that again.
For by fire.
For by what?
Fire.
For by fire. Read.
And by his sword.
And that's an Edomite right there, man. That's how it's going to be in the kingdom, man. They are going to cleave to us, man, right? They're going to cleave to us. Now, I'm not drinking that water, right? I'm not drinking that water, but in the kingdom, when all righteousness is being put forth in the land, the Edomites have to serve the Israelites in order to serve the Most High God, man. And that's what thus saith the Lord. That's what thus saith the Lord. They're going to be our handmaids and our servants in the kingdom of heaven, man. Right? That's what thus saith the Lord. Right? That's end time prophecy. You understand? And that time is almost here. That time is almost here. Through prophecy, through similitudes. Right? Read that again.
Isaiah 66, chapter 6, verse 16. For by fire.
For by fire, read.
And by his sword.
And by the sword, read.
Would the Lord plead with all flesh. And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the what?
Slain of the Lord shall be many.
The slain, man, the Lord is coming back to be a mass murderer, man. Right? The Lord is coming back to be a mass murderer, man. Right? Who is he coming back to murder? Mainly he's coming back to murder so-called white people that put the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in slavery, who raped, robbed, killed, and castrated them. You understand? That's who he's coming back to kill, right? Mainly. You understand? And the 2/3 of Israel that's completely off, man, right? That want to worship these other guys and these other philosophies of the other nations, man, right? That's what he's coming back to do. Read that one more time.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
He's gonna plead with all flesh, man. Like I was saying, that's why the Lord is putting it on these, putting the spirit on these other nations to create these missiles, man, and these bombs. You understand? To come destroy this place, man. Right? And you got the so-called Europeans, right? That's dwelling over there. You got them thinking that they different from the so-called American and European. And they're the same people, man. That's the same people, man. We was talking about that earlier. We're gonna bring that out. Give me Matthew 24 and Matthew 12. Matthew 12 and 15, I think. Matthew 12, verse 15. Oh, let me see.
But when Jesus knew it, he withdrew himself from this.
Matthew 12, 25. Matthew 12 and 25. Read.
The book of Matthew chapter 12, verse 25.
Read.
And Jesus knew their thoughts.
And Jesus what?
Knew their thoughts.
And Yahweh Shah knew their thoughts. Read.
And said to them.
And what he say?
Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Every what?
Kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Every kingdom against itself divided is brought to desolation, man. That's why you got those European nations over there bucking up the European Union, right? Bucking up against the so-called Americans, man, because the European Union, right? All these other nations, they say, yo, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, right? All the countries over there, they agree, but America wants to do their own thing. They say, no, man, we want to put this country in slavery. We want to come and bomb this land, right? We want to come do this. They want to do everything differently from their brothers, man, from their own people, right? That's why the Lord is putting a spirit on them to make all these missiles, man. They're going to come blow this place up, man, right? They're going to come blow this place up. Read that again.
Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And Jesus knew their thoughts and said to them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Read.
And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Shall not stand. Give me Revelation 16 and 17. Right? Revelation 16 and 17. Or Revelation 17 and 16. Hold that. Revelation 17 and 16.
The book of Revelation chapter 17 verse 16.
Read.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest.
And the 10 horns, right? That's a representation of the European Union. You understand? Right? All those other nations over there, right? Read.
Upon the beast.
Upon the beast, right? The beast represents America. Read.
These shall hate the war and shall make her desolate and naked.
They shall do what?
Hate the war and shall make her desolate and naked.
They're going to make her desolation naked, right? They're going to come over here and throw these bombs, man, and make this place naked, man, right? By fire. You understand? Because of the nakedness that it has done against the children of Israel, man, right? America's time is almost up, man. This white man kingdom is about to fall, man, right? Now go back to where you was at. Hold that and go back. Yep. Read. Matthew 12 and 25. Matthew 12 and 25.
The book of Matthew chapter 12, verse 25.
Read.
And Jesus knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. You got the so-called rich white people over here thinking that they different from the poor white people. You understand? Like that's off. Y'all the same people. You understand? Jake do that too, man. Jake do the same thing. I mean, I'm from this hood. Right now, I'm from this hood. Right? Y'all the same people, man. Why y'all going against each other? Y'all the same people. Right? Read.
Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
It's brought to desolation. Read.
And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Shall not stand. It's not going to stand. Read.
And if Satan cast out Satan.
And if who?
Satan cast out Satan.
And if Satan cast out Satan, man, right? You got the so-called European Union, right, against America, right? You got all these other nations, right, against America. You understand? That's Satan casting out Satan, right? America is going to be destroyed by its own people, right? That's Satan casting out Satan. Read.
He is divided against himself.
He is divided against himself.